Welcome, chess lovers! Today, I'm bringing you an absolute masterpiece, the legendary game between Scheve and Teichmann. The importance of harmonious development and central control. How to exploit weaknesses in the opponent's castling structure. And the famous Greek gift sacrifice on h3 executed with surgical precision. Every single move by Teichmann is a masterclass in how to convert a positional advantage into a crushing attack.
e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4.
Italian game targets the vulnerable f7 square and aims to develop harmoniously for an early kingside attack.
Bishop c5.
The classical variation directly opposing White's strategy by mirroring piece placement and preparing kingside castling.
c3.
White aims to play d4 to seize full central control. c3 supports d4 and also creates a future escape square for the bishop via c2. A highly flexible and popular continuation, maintaining tension in the center.
Queen e7.
A subtle, less common line, the queen supports e5 and indirectly discourages d4 by setting up potential tactical responses. Premature queen development, but it creates flexibility to shift to a kingside attack later.
Castle kingside.
White sensibly castles, securing the king and maintaining the tension in the center is often more effective than prematurely resolving it.
d6.
Reinforces e5 and prepares to develop the light-squared bishop to e6 or g4. A calm, flexible response, leaving open the possibility of kingside or queenside action.
d4.
White finally breaks open the center, justified since White is slightly ahead in development.
Bishop b6.
Black avoids the exchange, maintaining the bishop pair and targeting the weakened a7 g1 diagonal.
a4.
Prophylactic move, preventing b5, which would drive the bishop back and reduce pressure on f7. Also introduces the threat of a5, gaining space on the queen side.
a6.
This ensures that the bishop retains access to the a7 square if attacked.
a5.
Gains space on the queen side and restricts Black's counterplay.
Bishop a7.
The bishop on a7 retains diagonal pressure on the center and kingside.
h3.
Prevents bishop g4, which would pin the knight and indirectly increase pressure on e4. This is a subtle but important positional weakening that Teichmann will later exploit.
Knight f6.
Developing the knight with tempo, attacking e4.
d takes e5.
White decides to clarify the tension in the center, which gives Black tactical chances. Better was rook e1, maintaining pressure and leaving the option to capture later.
Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Queen takes e5.
The queen becomes active, targeting h2 and pressuring e4. The exchange slightly increases Black's dynamic potential due to White's weakened kingside structure.
Knight d2.
This is the critical positional mistake. It would have been better to play queen d3 or rook e1, maintaining control over the kingside light squares.
Bishop takes h3.
Brilliant tactical strike, a classical Greek gift sacrifice. Exploits White's weakened kingside and lack of defenders.
g takes h3.
Forced, the king is now fatally exposed, and Black's attacking pieces coordinate perfectly.
Queen g3 check. King h1. Queen takes h3 check.
The h-file is now completely open for attack. Black threatens a decisive mating net involving the knight.
King g1. Knight g4.
The most precise and elegant way to continue. Creates a direct mating threat on h2 and indirectly on f2. The knight and queen form an ideal attacking duo.
Knight f3. Queen g3 check.
Perfect coordination forces the king into the mating net.
King h1. Bishop takes f2.
Calmly cutting off the escape route. Black's pieces dominate the entire board, White is now completely lost.
Rook takes f2. Knight takes f2, checkmate.
The knight delivers the final blow. This is a model example of how piece activity and coordination overpower material considerations.